Hi everybody, it's Sydney and welcome back for our 28-week update. We have finally hit the third trimester. We are in the home stretch. So close, I can almost feel it because I'm ready to be done being pregnant, okay? It hasn't even been that bad of a pregnancy. I'm tired of the limitations, okay? So, third trimester, what's up? So happy to see ya. Baby is about the size of an eggplant, which is about 14.8 inches in length and weighing in at about 2 1/4 pounds. At this point, if the baby was born, they would likely be able to breathe on their own. And at this point, they are literally just gaining fat. They're fully developed, have all of their organs and bones and all that good stuff. At this point, they're literally just adding on fat. So that's super exciting. And as usual, we're gonna split this up into 4 categories. The first one is gonna be the doctor visits. The second one will be my body and the symptoms I'm feeling. The third one is going to be fitness, and the fourth one will be the fun stuff we've done. So let's get right into the doctor's visit. So if you're like me and have a negative blood type, you'll have to get a RhoGam shot around 28 weeks of pregnancy. The RhoGam shot lasts for about 12 weeks, so up until the point of delivery. And then at delivery, they'll blood type my baby, and if the baby has a negative blood type, I won't have to get another shot. Everything's cool, great, grand, wonderful. But if they have a positive blood type, then they'll have to give me another RhoGam shot. So what this does is, because my body doesn't have that, I don't have a positive blood type, I have negative. If my blood mixes with the baby's blood, which it will obviously during delivery, and the baby's has a positive blood type, and it mixes with my blood will actually create an antibody. So all future pregnancies could be jeopardized because of the antibodies, and my body could treat it like a foreign, could treat that pregnancy like a foreign body and get rid of it. And it could make any future pregnancy super, super hard. So we get the shot, and it causes my body to already kind of have a resistance build up, so it doesn't create those antibodies in case our blood does mix and if the baby does have a positive blood type. So got that done. There was a little bit of a mix-up at my doctor's. When I showed up for the shot, they're like, okay, well, did you bring the vial of medicine with you? And I was like, no, I just thought I showed up and you guys gave me the shot and I went on my way. Well, I guess what really happens is they call it into your pharmacy, and then you pick it up at your pharmacy, and then you bring it in, and then they administer the shot. So I called the pharmacy, and the reason the pharmacy didn't call me is because they said that they didn't fill it because it's not covered by our insurance, and I think it was $144. So I told the nurse, I'm like, oh, they said they didn't fill it because it's not covered by insurance, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm surprised they didn't call because obviously I need the shot, right? So I was like, okay, well, just fill it. I need the shot, so fill it. I need it. And the nurse actually worked out something to where they made it a medical thing. So now I'll go to the hospital. The hospital will give me the RhoGam shot, and it'll go under our medical benefits versus our pharmacy benefits. So that way it's covered. So I don't have to worry about it. So that just saved us some money. So shout out to my doctor's office. Y'all are the best. Saving your girl some cash for the baby, okay? But other than that, that was the only thing I had going on at 28-week doctor's visit, because really I wouldn't have had it if I didn't need the shot. So my next appointment will be at 30 weeks, and as I've said before, after that I go down to every 2 weeks, and then at 36 weeks I go down to every week. So lots of appointments coming up, but I'm excited because that means we are almost to the finish line. So for my body and my symptoms, everybody keeps asking me where my baby bump is. Okay, you guys, I'm just not comfortable yet, okay? Putting it on a video or pictures. No, I haven't done the every week thing like a lot of people do. I just haven't done it, okay? That's not me. But I think it's something that you can look forward to in the next video. I think I'll finally show you what I'm working with in that video, okay? So just be patient. It'll be there at the 30-week update, okay? I promise. At this point, I am up to 18 pounds in gained weight. So I've gained 1 pound in 2 weeks. So that's good. and I'm really just been focusing on what I'm supposed to eat so that way the doctor doesn't come at me next time and tell me, hey Sydney, I just need you to stop eating. Because she's not obviously gonna do that, but I don't like disappointing people and not hitting goals. So I'm trying really hard to focus on my diet and what I'm eating and to not just eat everything that's in sight, okay? I'm trying, and it's working. But I'm trying. And I'm also staying more active now in the gym too. I'm just kind of pushing through my exhaustion. So that's something that's picked up also in the last 2 weeks is I've been way more tired than usual. And I did hear that a lot of the first trimester symptoms come back in the third trimester, and exhaustion's one of the ones I'm starting to see come back. I'm getting tired way more easily, but it's not as bad as the first trimester, so I'm still able to push through it. I'm still making time to get to the gym. I just try and do it now in the morning every time when I have the energy to actually go, and it's been working well for me. Another cool thing that's been happening is you can actually see the baby move on the outside of my belly. It's weird to see, but it's so cool to see at the same time. I think I actually felt a foot, felt a foot, and also I think I cupped their head yesterday morning when I was laying in bed because they always move in the morning. So when I had my stomach on the belly, I feel like I felt its head. It's crazy. It's just, I can't even describe it. It's so weird to think about, but it's so cool at the same time. Still no Braxton Hicks contractions. Still no leg cramps or muscle cramps or anything like that everyone keeps talking about at this point. I haven't had any of that. So that's pretty cool. And another thing that I've also found out is I was getting these what I thought were little punches, right? Or really quick punches. They're actually hiccups is what I'm reading they are. Because I was just like, wow, I mean, we got Ali in here, he's gonna come out ready fighting if it's a boy or even if it's a girl. And because it was so fast, but I've read some stuff and it looks like it's actually hiccups, not fast punches or kicks, which is kind of cool to know that my baby has hiccups. Something else that's came around right about now is heartburn. Oh my gosh. So this whole time that I've been thinking of having this uncomfortable / nausea feeling, it's been heartburn. And I know that now because I was still getting that stomach ache, and I asked my mom, I'm like, Mom, this is how I'm feeling, is that normal? And she's like, yeah, try taking some Tums or some Zantac. And I was like, okay. So I took some Tums and it went away. And I'm like, no way. So this whole time that I've been thinking I've had nausea or whatever, it's heartburn. It's some little Tums, fix that right up. So keep that in mind. If you have this weird feeling you don't know what it is, just try some Tums. I bet it fixes it, and you're gonna feel like an idiot for not eating them sooner, like me. Okay. Side sleeping still sucks. Okay, I'm still having that back pain. Something I'm gonna start doing is I go to LA Fitness, that's my gym, and I'm gonna start going to a yoga class 1 or 2 times a week to see if that'll help, and also start doing some more stretching to see if that will help with the back pain, because it sucks, doesn't feel good. So I guess we'll see how that goes. As for cravings, I have been craving ice cream. When I say ice cream, I mean dilly bars from Dairy Queen to be specific. And all the Dairy Queens up here are closed because they're just the little ice cream stands. They're not the full restaurant. So when I go home in a couple weekends to see my parents, I'm going to the Dairy Queen that's there. It's actually a storefront, so I can get some dilly bars. And it's a 3-hour drive, but I may take a cooler to bring a bunch back with me because for whatever reason, that is my very specific craving right now are dilly bars. And the Dove bars and the Magnum, caramel ones or whatever bars, those just don't cut it. They're not a dilly bar, okay? It's very specific. It's very, very specific. I also noticed that I'm not as hungry in the evenings now. My husband will come home, and after we have dinner cooked and stuff, I'll say, oh, I'm not eating, I'm not really that hungry. And he's like, oh, you have to eat, but really, I just don't feel like it. I'm just so full now. So that's another thing I've noticed, and I'm still so thirsty. I think that's just gonna be something that I'm gonna say every time. I'm always thirsty. I'm thirsty 24/7. It doesn't go away. And another body change I've noticed is that my belly is more of a belly now, so bending over to put on my shoes or socks is getting kind of hard. So what I do now is to put my shoes on, I'll actually put my shoe on the second step up, so that way I can step up into the shoe versus bending over, because my belly gets in the way. So it's kind of cool, but at the same time kind of sucks. And I'll talk about how it gets in the way in fitness as well. As for fitness, I have slowed way down. Like I told you in my last update, I've just got so winded so quick on the treadmill that running just isn't working for me anymore. I was doing 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off to reach my 30 minutes of cardio, but at this point it got down to 1:30, then a minute, and you know, I used to think like, oh my gosh, am I just being lazy? But realistically, I just know I'm pregnant and it's just taking a bigger toll on me the more bigger my belly gets. So I've actually moved over to the elliptical. The elliptical is allowing me to still get a really good workout in, keeps my heart rate up, and get a good sweat session. So that's something that if you're having those same type of problems, you should maybe look into doing that instead. I also ordered a support band to help me feel more just held together and secure, because that was something that was starting to become an issue too, as I felt like everything was bopping around all the time. So the support band just makes me feel held together and tight. I thought it was gonna help with the whole having to pee every 30 seconds thing while I was working out, and it does a little bit, but not really. So that was kind of a letdown. But it still makes me feel better and helps me get a good workout in. Still doing lots of stretching and going to try, and like I said earlier, get into some yoga classes to hopefully help with my lower back pain, and obviously get everything stretched and make my body just move better for me, hopefully with labor and delivery. Another thing that I have started implementing is pelvic floor exercises. I'll put up a video of the ones that I've been doing. I try and do them like every other day or so, just to get everything, you know, all my muscles together, and you know, prepare for this big finale that's coming in 12 short weeks. Hopefully at 11 short weeks, to be honest. I hope the baby comes like a week early, that'd be perfect. But when they come, they come. I'll be excited either way. And that's really all that I have for you guys for fitness. Now on to the fun stuff. So, I know I look a little bit different than usual. I actually did my hair and makeup. Yesterday was actually Valentine's Day, so we're going out tonight to have some dinner and to celebrate. So another fun thing too is we are actually going to Vegas next week to just have our little getaway. You know, we try and get away at least once a month. Or every other month if we push it out a little bit, which we try not to do. We try and go somewhere every month, just so that way we get to spend time together, reconnect, and just get some rest and relaxation in and explore things. We've been to Vegas before. We're going out there. It's a friend's birthday, and we also had two of our other good friends. They relocated out there, so we're excited to go visit them and the kids and catch up, because it has been a minute. So looking forward to that. So I've actually had a lot of people ask me, can you really travel? Can you fly? You know, you'll be 29 weeks pregnant. Can you really do that? Yes, you can. And I'm actually gonna upload a video on how to travel while pregnant and tips and tricks that I have that's made it comfortable for me. Because we've been to Hawaii, we've been to a few other places, and now we're going to Vegas at 29 weeks. So be on the lookout for that. Another fun thing that's happened since our last update is our baby shower has been planned. It's gonna be March 30th. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so cute. My sister-in-law and best friend are putting it on for us up here in Detroit. And it's jungle themed and it's so exciting. I just cannot wait. It's gonna be so great. Obviously everything's gonna be green and gray, because those are our colors for the baby, since we don't know if we're having a boy or a girl. Dom's still pretty stuck on it being a boy, and I still don't know. I don't know which way I feel it is. So I guess we'll see when the baby comes what they are. And one other thing that I've been reading that everyone does around this point is they start putting together a hospital bag. Well, I don't even know where to start when it comes to that, because I'm like, okay, well, that's like 12 weeks away. But I guess realistically, the baby could come anytime between now and then. So We're gonna have to put that together in the next couple weeks. So if you guys have any suggestions for us, please leave them in the comment box below. So that way, we can somewhat get prepared for this hospital bag. Because I know a lot of people talk about how they put way too much in it and they don't use half the stuff they take, or they forget stuff. So anything that you guys have found useful, please let me know. So that way we can make sure to have it in our hospital bag. And that is it for this update. I hope you guys have liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another pregnancy update with us. And now I'm gonna go have some fun with my husband and go eat some delicious food and not worry about the calories or the carbs. And I'm just gonna eat it all, okay? Until next time, live your best life.